Two widely used capital budgeting techniques recognize the time value of money: the net present value method and the internal rate of return method. Both methods apply discounted cash flow principles in determining the acceptability of an investment. The net present value method uses a standard discount rate, that is the hurdle rate, to restate all cash flows in terms of present values, and then makes comparisons. In choosing a discount rate, a company's cost of capital as well as the riskiness of a project should be considered. If the company were considering a very high-risk project, a higher discount rate would be used because high-risk projects must yield higher than average returns in order to compensate for the increased probability of low or negative returns. The selection of the right discount rate is critical in the execution of a useful capital budgeting analysis. The net present value method compares all expected cash inflows associated with an investment with the current and future cash outflows. All cash flows are discounted to their present values, giving recognition to the time value of money. For this reason, the net present value method is superior to both the payback method and the unadjusted rate of return method. In general, the net present value method involves the following 5 steps. 1. Estimate the amount and timing of all cash flows associated with the investment. 2. Evaluate the riskiness of the cash flows in order to determine the appropriate discount rate to be used in your present value calculations. 3. Compute the present values of all the expected cash inflows and outflows of the investment. 4. Subtract the total present value of the cash outflows from the total present value of the cash inflows. The difference is the investment's net present value. And 5. Decide whether to undertake the investment. If the net present value of the investment is positive or at least 0, the project is acceptable from a financial standpoint. Now, steps 1 and 2 are the most difficult steps in evaluating a long-term investment. These steps are where business judgment, experience, and careful analysis of details separate managers that make good long-term investment decisions from those who make bad ones. Steps 3 through 5 require familiarity with present value concepts and computations. Those concepts and computations are well beyond the scope of this course, but they are not well beyond your grasp. Suffice it to say that the net present value method recognizes the time value of money and factors that into the calculations in determining if a project is worth undertaking or not.